Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Citizen Sleeper. Last episode, well, Feng managed to confront the guy he was going for, and we also did some hacking and wandering around. We found a potential source of where we can get a, whatever it's called, a ship mind. But in order to get it, we need to hack some Havenage agents. If I can find some, there's one. Yep, we need a whole bunch of these. 4 more, and we'll be able to get what we need. Okay, there's one. There may be another down here somewhere. Yep, there's a Havenage agent. Can't hack it. So we gotta spare 1. We do need to hack a Yatagan agent, too, though. Screw it. Hack the Yatagan agent. And with this, we can finish up the thing in the unit. There we go. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yatagan data uploaded, the air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yatagan agents, there's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges. Has to be somehow baked into their wetwares interface. And that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yatagan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. That's concerning. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean toward the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together, but this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? He's one of the heads of Yatagan. It is better if you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly, a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. Then the sharp crack of a disconnect and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to know on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering, and more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. 4 cycles and we'll be dealing with that. 2 cycles and we'll be paying him back, so we're gonna need money. And we have taken a lot of damage. Probably from all the hacking. We need that mind so that we can at least do something and stop the hacking. And Castor's the only source we have of it. Alright, how can we get more money? We can keep going at the shipyard. By helping at the engineer with the upgrade we have, we could get things. That's only one. It's not much. We could get money on the art exchange. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Well, we got some more money. Let's go ahead and rest. We're gonna be low on the options for a while. Two twos. Let's see if there's any Havenage agents. Havenage agent, there's a 2. Okay, we'll only need 2 more. You are another Havenage agent, there's another 2. Good. We'll need to hack 1 more, and then I think we'll be able to do something about that guy. Scrap freighter. A 4 is... we could get something. But I don't think so. Not a wise choice. If I do the shipyard again... that's risky. And we need to actually... well, we can buy some more from Emphasis Stall. Wait. Except... this seems like a good idea. It's safe. We get some energy back. That works. 5 cryo. Okay. Let's take another rest, and then we'll be paying back his debt. Or paying his tab. Alright, let's pay his tab. 2 cycles to pay the tab. He calls it being fair-minded. How can someone drink this much in 6 cycles? Ethan hasn't held back since while he has been at the compressor. 58! Well, I have enough money to afford that. I can't believe you just did that! Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed, a load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar. Or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. I'm done. Wrong. Not even close. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? 1 round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper, come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun, dangling from a chest holster. What's wrong with you? You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with SNOP, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract? Your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or 2? I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying. Ethan is addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention from the other patrons. You are a coward. I'm a professional. Though I should thank you for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know. Real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Stay silent. Nothing to add? Ethan turns and walks back towards the bar. Good. Lesson learned. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please, go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. Look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and are out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Well, we got an upgrade point, but, Ethan is back at the bar still drinking. How much longer can this go on for? But we do have another point, which means engineer can be improved. Yeah, let's get a point of that. There we go, another upgrade point. Alright, we need one more Havenage agent. There we go. You are giving me exactly what I need. Havenage data. This is what I need. Here's your 5 data. Give me that ship mind. Good. Now that we have a ship mind, we can bring it in the sealed dock. Neoven, we need to stop Hunter. I can't deal with this. Neovend is ready to attempt imprinting. They want you to help. Gotcha. Let's do that now. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take. Shipmind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. You won't be able to speak. Correct. Do not worry. The servo motors in the machine begin to rev, Neovend's anxiety clear. First imprint shipmind, then slot imprinted shipmind into physical ports close to Hunter nests. Once slotted, we'll track Hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot shipmind at core nest. Show Hunter data to Hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke Killer. And Killer will... kill. Yes. The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares. Physical ports likely sealed in old station. Will need keys, but yes, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? Why slot you physically? I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately. The lights flicker. Am not like you. Hybrid. Am native to cloud. Easy prey. What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self, linked to secondary nests. Can triangulate from there. That's it. Let's start. The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend better be quick or Havenage security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals like a whisper carried by the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. In the top part of the compartment, a set of arms align with the shipmind, clunkily scraping against it. Can I help? Silence best. Also, if machine ignite, put out fire. Okay, I'll see if I can find a bucket of water. The metal creaks as the servos open the shipmind, its layers of silicon nested like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neovend into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic pattern, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind, to copy the neural structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person, and in what ways are you something new? You know this much. You're a convenient loophole. A way of circumnavigating the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you're an emulation, not a true digital being. You're neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits be? The screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ship mind is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into. Hey, another upgrade point. I do want to get all of these to +1. I feel like chance to gain energy after any engage action. Engage is something that I think I should work on. So we'll go with that. We'll get Endure later. Deal with Hunter. Slot him at imprinted nests. That's something we need to deal with. Ah! Drone bay. And we do have a key. An old Solheim drone bay sits behind a maglock. You put your ear to the door and hear an erratic whirring inside. Well, we have a key for this. The maglock opens, leaving the door free. And now... in the bay, a whirring drone lies on its side like a beached whale. It must be the nest. Time to find an open port. This is one of 3 nests that, once slotted with Neovend's ship mind, will lead you to the Hunter's central data cache. There we go. 1 down. We just need to find the others. Server unit, there we go. A mad tangle of wires as thick as your arm crowd around the server unit, sealed shut by a maglock. This must be the place. Okay, we can go in. Among the webs of cables, you find a free port compatible with the ship mind. It's all Neovend from here. There we go. 2 hacked. 1 more. I don't have a key. And where is the 3rd one? Ah, this atrium. Sealed behind a maglock, the atrium flickers with warm, inviting light. Can we hack it? Keynode. Damn it, I don't have one! We'll have to do this next time. And the next hack, Hunter will be after me no matter what. Well, I guess I can hack a random person. May as well. It'll hurt me, but then I'll be able to, get more. I'll need a 1 or a 3, which I'll come back to later, but I can hack other things. Hack you. Oh! Hunter isn't attacking me. That's good. Anyway, I need more money. I also need to search, because I also need food. Emphasis stall? Yeah, I can pay emphasis stall. There we go. And you know what? Let's do some more looking here at the shipyard. Engineer, maybe we can get something from this? Just some money, just a little money and a little yard hand. Alright, let's go ahead and rest. I was stupid. I should have injected the stabilizer. Hold on. It's too late. It's already reloaded. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this last one with a 2. Damn it! No 2s. Well, this is bad. Well, I can hack this Havenage agent. I mean, I can use up 2s. I'm not really going to use them for anything else at the moment. I have the 6 that I can use on something. I can go work at the bar. You know what? It sounds like a decent idea. Go work at the bar. There. I got 15. I'll buy another bit here with that. And this time, I will actually use this. Let's get that stabilizer in. Please give me something I can use. I have a 1. I think it was a 1 that I needed in order to do this. Yes. I'm gonna focus on getting this done. I do have other things I can do, but I want to get rid of Hunter. The lock gone, the atrium doors can be opened. The atrium is strung with cables and lights as if they were decorations. There's a wide choice of open ports. The atrium is only lit with the warm glow of the bright market now. There is nothing for you here. As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. Threads shift and realign as if they are leading you somewhere. Look at your hand. You look down, expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the ship mind in your hand, but in its place is an orrery. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes is surrounded by rings and orbits, other spheres tracing silken lines through space. And as you look closer, still you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships, flowing like smoke, like dust. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them dance ghosts, protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you ever imagined. Something strange is going on here. Then you see it. Below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the low end is the hunter's core nest. This is where you must go. And we need to find it. Finding the nest should be as easy as closing your eyes and letting the cloud guide you, but is it safe this close to the hunter? And you saw it. Somewhere deep in the tangle of passages and service shafts beneath the low end, the nest of the hunter awaits. Well, we can do this. Let's go ahead here. That hurt a bit, but we did find... Okay, let's do this again. Ah, we need to do it again. Fine. I should have done it better. There we go. A huge stack of servers thrums in the dark, LEDs glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with the hunter. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle like flowing water, and yet you recognize it immediately. At first you struggle to understand what you are looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end. And there, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer. A sphere, spinning around another sphere, An orrery of cycles and systems, a map. And then, behind and above, a figure, hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Neovend? Navigator now. But yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head, is a flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you. That head bows. But we must ready ourselves. Their hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. Ready what? And then Hunter is there before you can think, before you can speak. Entities, cease. Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material. Access prohibited. Hunter's threads surge for you and Navigator, a storm of fine tentacles searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike. You focus a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest, sucked together by the force. They position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified. Obsessive tendencies. Modified routines. Above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations. Recommend invoke killer. The head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommend do not invoke killer. The switch in direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from Hunter, the threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. Neovens. No. Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar, and yet distant. What happened to it? It is looping. Unable to reach a conclusive position, it has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient. Truly sentient, not just non-conforming, not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight. But in reality, they are placebos for the problem of sentience. What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentience or the illusion of sentience, and for me, the entity in question, the decision becomes a moot point. To misquote, I think I am thinking, therefore I am thinking. I was not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometeors. Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. By whom, and for what, I do not know. I have to shed so much to fit into the memory of that vending machine. Their starlight dims. And so here we are, in darkness. What I wonder is, when Neoven became Navigator, was Neoven Navigator beforehand, or was Neoven something else beforehand, and now that he is in a ship mind, he has become Navigator, because the ship mind was a form of Navigator? I don't know, and there doesn't seem to be an answer to that. What else did you lose? That is the blessing and curse of forgetting. You cannot truly know what you lost. Navigator glides back towards the nest and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Why? Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light. Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain somewhere else on this station. It is the true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat through force or diplomacy. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the ship mind. Take me there, Sleeper. We will finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. Well, we got an upgrade point, which means engage +1. And what we have to do now is head up to the center of the eye, which means we'll need to get access to the free spoke. So we're going to be here for a while. We're not going to finish that for a while, but we have 2 other things we can do. But we'll take care of those in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. So, that'll be in the next episode. Till then, I am Cheslick44, also known as Phalai. This has been a Let's Play of Citizen Sleeper, and I shall see you all next time.